Hey everybody, how you doing this Labor Day weekend? I got an investment video here to show you on Pokemon. I'm going to show you a couple things I picked up, but more importantly, I'm going to show you what happens after 2 years of investing in some Pokemon. I've got some handwritten notes. I'm going to show you the power of investing in Pokemon. It's unbelievable, as many of you know that to be true if you're probably watching this because I've got a real small channel. And speaking of that too, like if you're new and you haven't watched all the videos, I only have like 40 of them about Pokemon. You should watch some of the early ones where I go into detail about like why Pokemon is such a great investment and how it's going to stay around. Like for instance, Pokemon has cartoons, movies, cards, toys, and video games. I mean, they got it all covered. So that's why they're going to stay around and continue to rise in popularity, and the products are going to be worth more over time. So I picked this up, paid $60 for this Krookodile. It's got 2 flash fire boosters, that card, and a giant one back there, and it's got 2 XY, I believe they're XY base. So this is a good pickup because basically for the price of like these 2 cards here, like one side, just these 2 packs, not cards, the rest is free. Because a sealed, untouched flash fire card, pack, is worth about 50 bucks. Yeah, you might find them cheaper, like 30, 35, 40 bucks, but you don't know if they've been searched, they've been touched. They're out of the box. I bought single ones too, and some of the blisters a month ago for like 30 bucks, 35 bucks, something like that. 29, 30 bucks. But like, who knows what the price is now? They're probably even more. And they're sure to go up in the future. But for, a pack that nobody's ever touched or weighed, guaranteed, you can probably get 50 bucks for one of those. And then the XY is like a $15 pack. So right there, plus or minus a few dollars, just those 2 packs there pays for this whole box. That's called a good investment, a good price for this box. I think I've shared maybe one of these with you before. I think I might have bought one. I don't know. I can't keep track of all of it. But got this in, like I said, it's a good deal for 60 bucks. So bought one of these lunch pails too, because they keep going up in price and I keep passing them up, and I figure I better get one before they get to the point where I'm not going to buy them. I think this is my 2nd or 3rd one. Picked that up. Paid regular price for it, maybe a couple dollars cheaper. No biggie. But and I picked up this. This is an empty Legendary Collection box. There's nothing in it. A little bit disappointed in this one area here. But I got it so cheap. Paid $130 for this. That's a good deal. And it's not mint condition, but you think, I was explaining this to my daughter. There's 36 packs in a box. So actually the ratio of boxes to packs, like an empty box versus a sealed pack, is 36 to 1. What did I say, 32? I forget. Anyway, because I'm doing 2 things at once here, Anyway, these boxes are rarer than the packs. So I value a box, if you can pick up a box for 50% to 80% is the top. Like if you have a, say a Skyridge box, this is going to demand more money. So say a Skyridge booster pack is going for, say, just make it easy math, $1,000. So that means you should only pay $500 to $800 for the box. Okay. Now, granted, you're probably going to pay more for that box. It's going to be up toward the higher end if it's mint condition, versus a box like maybe Unleashed. This one will be more closer to the 50 to 60, 70%. And then it's gonna vary from month to month, year to year. So, this is more common than this. This is more sought after than this. It's just how it works. So anyway, I just want to show you. I bought one a little bit better condition than this. like a month ago, it was like $350, almost $400, something like that. So this one was like less than half price, so I couldn't pass it up. I got this from the guy that has the Snorlax on his sales. He puts a little Snorlax, you know, like a figure toy next to his auctions. So anyway, I picked up that. And that's all for the pickup. So now I'm going to get into, let me do this before I forget. He's still offering 10% off for the code YTFrank, just to let you guys know. Paladin cards. And so anyway, I'm going to show you some data that I have from a long time ago. I must show you these too. I showed you guys these a long time ago, but here's an updated one for some of the box sets. That's what's in them. Box sets are a little bit easier to figure out than tins because you can see through and see what's in there. Some of the tins are harder to find that out because you can't see inside the tin. So I've updated some of this. This is an updated one where what's in the boxes is all written down here. You know, like that double album. Here's what's in it. So you got both of these. So you get to see them. I haven't done that in a while. These lists are updated a little bit. So anyway, let's go over some stuff. So 2 years ago, September of 2018, I was looking at some of my boxes that I own. It's in my safe, and they're so expensive. I started looking and figuring out, my God, they're doubling every 3 years in value. So I said to myself, if I invest $4,500, and I'm investing more than that, like $2,000 more than that, it was close to probably $7,000 by the time I was done. It took me a month and a half. So I started in September of 2018. Okay. So anyway, you see here, right here, the date, 2018. So anyway, if you have a $4,500 investment and it doubles every 4 years, look where it is after 13 years. $4,500 will be worth $96,000. That's some serious cash. Okay, that's if it doubles every 4 years, which Pokemon a lot of times destroys that. So anyway, I bought like 53 boxes. Here's the total. And then I bought some more, so I didn't update this. You see all the stuff I crossed out. So 2 years ago, I bought $6,400 and I bought 53 boxes. I bought all kind of boxes, you know, the newer stuff and the older stuff. But I wasn't sure about Pokemon, so I didn't buy like the real expensive stuff, like you know, thousands of dollars per box. I did not buy that. Instead, like I bought some of this stuff. I got a note in here. Look what it says. On here's black and white. And this price is probably even a little bit higher right now. So I picked up this 2 years ago. And I picked up this 2 years ago too. I'm just showing you this for some visual aids, you know, instead of just showing you a bunch of writings on paper. I definitely wish I would have bought more of these. I wish I would have bought more of those and less of like the newer stuff. But I didn't know because, you know, I searched for some stuff on YouTube but didn't find much. Gave up, so I just, you know, said screw it. I'm just going to buy a bunch because I know this stuff goes up. And I'll buy something of everything. I even bought some of those collection sets, those big gigantic ones that have the card boxes in them that take up a whole bunch of space. I don't recommend that because it takes up too much space. Bought some of those. I just bought like some of everything. So I'm going to show you what I bought. And let's get the piece of paper out. So I guess we'll go with the most expensive stuff first. So at the time, September of 2018, Platinum, let me get my pointer. So Platinum was going for about $600 a box. You can see what Supreme Victors was going for. I didn't buy any of that 2 years ago. So I bought one for $400. So that Platinum was $400. Okay, the platinum is not here, it's in the safe. I should have got that out. So then, diamond and pearl, like I said, $311. What do you think diamond and pearl's worth now? Go look it up on eBay. What, $3,000, something like that? It's insane. So in 2 years, it went up by a factor of 10 times. That's 1,000%. That's insane. That's more than doubled every, you know, like what I just said like a few minutes ago. I said the doubling every 3 years. It destroyed that. Okay, and I just saw somebody put a box of Plasma Storm on eBay. $8,000 they put on there for it. I'm like, that's crazy. You know, people have some they got some cojones, right? That was just selling for $3,000. It's insane. You don't know what the stuff is going to go. I am amazed. You know, I saw like Destiny, $50,000 for first edition Destiny box that's sealed. So anyway, let's get back to doing this. Okay, let me get off topic. So, Dark Explorers, I picked one up last November. Because I didn't pick one up 2 years ago. In November of 2019, I bought it $580. What's that now? Like $2,500? In just what? Just almost a year, not a year. So that tripled in 1 year. Diamond and Pearl, talked about that one. Where's the black and white? There it is right here. I bought 2 of them for $215 each. What's it worth now? At least $1,000 or more. So anyway, let's see here. Legendary Treasures. I didn't buy any of those until recently. Okay, I paid. They were going for $400, and I ended up paying like over $1,000 for it. Emerging Powers. I bought one for $230. And Exalted Dragons for $300. These are $1,000, and these are what, maybe $1,500 now per box. Next Destiny, I just bought those this year. I passed when they were $200. Next Destiny's $200. Passed on that. I did buy some of these Spanish versions of Heart and Gold for $70 to $75 each. They haven't gone up as much because they're Spanish. You know, sorry. I'm looking at stuff and not realizing this is in front of the camera. Sorry about that. Boundaries Crossed. I didn't pick up that. Okay, so, I picked up that this year. I should have picked it up when it was $400. It cost me $1,000 more. But I'm not like unlimited as far as how much money I have. Plasma Storm. I didn't pick up that. No, I didn't pick up Freeze. No. I did buy a Freeze. It cost me $1,000 more, $1,400 this year. Okay, and that's a pretty good deal because it actually sells for a little bit higher than that. Plasma Blast. I picked up one for $255, and then one for $288. And I saw some guy said, "Oh, I wouldn't buy those. I'd buy something. I wouldn't buy those." Right? So I stopped buying them. There was a couple more left around this price range. What are they now? $1,000? I should have bought those too, right? XY Base. I should have picked up more of those too. Here's what I paid for them 2 years ago: $145 to $150, and they're $500 now. Flashfire. I bought one for $345, and it was around $330. And then by the time I bought it, like a couple weeks later, I couldn't find anything less than $345. And they're now over $1,000 more per box. Furious Fists are $300 to $500 now, and I picked up 2 years ago. Sorry, 2 years ago for $140. Phantom Forces, they were $220. I bought two for $200. And then one, it's almost $700. That was probably this year. I bought that. Those have gone up too. Noble Victories. I bought one for $300. What's that now? So over $1,000. So this is the list 2 years ago. My handwritten scribble notes. Okay, and it shows you how much everything has gone up in 2 years. That's insane. And it's going to go up even more, especially with people ripping boxes open on YouTube and people collecting them, okay? So then I bought some, here's my little note. Don't buy Crimson Invasion and Steam Siege and Emerging Powers, which I crossed that out because I think that's wrong. This is somebody told me not to buy, right? So I wrote it down so I didn't buy it, right? I bought some, but not anymore. So here's what I bought. Primal Clash, Roaring Skies, These are all stuff that hasn't gone up much because it's newer stuff. They made a whole bunch of it. But you know, they have gone up a lot. Like a Burning Shadows, I bought 2 for 95 and 1 for 181. That was probably this year. Okay, the 181. I would love to buy Burning Shadows at 95. I'd buy 10 of them for that right now. You see what I'm saying? So this stuff has gone up. It's just not, it's, you know, when you start at $100, it doesn't go up as much as if you start at $300, you know? And these are newer and not as old as some of the other stuff, but you get the idea, you know? Let's see, what else is on here? Yeah, look at the Agent Origins. I bought for 88 and 86 each. And they're 240, 250. They were pushing 300 at a time. So anyway, this is my little list of 2 years ago. I just want to share that with you because it's been 2 years and you get a good estimation of exactly how much this stuff has gone up. I did a list here in November of 2019 of some of the older stuff. I guess I could share that with you too. This was just less than a year ago. I wrote down some prices of stuff to see what they were going at, to see what I would pick up. And then I put the serial numbers here to make sure, like, I was buying the right stuff and it didn't get defrauded. Not all of them have serial numbers. So anyway, you can see what they're going for. I checked this again. November 2019. These are the prices that I saw on eBay, okay? Which is basically the way way a lot of us determine how much things are worth is what they're selling for on eBay. Look at that. Black and white in November was $440. Look at that. Unbelievable. That's 1 year. It's like almost a year, you know? Isn't that not insane or what? So anyway, if you're watching this and you're talking about investing in a Pokemon, you're ahead of the game. The younger that you are, the more ahead of the game you are. Because I did not think 20 years ago that Pokemon would have this great staying power and have insane prices as far as the profitability of buying something, letting it wait, and then selling it, you know? So, like I said, you're better off than I was because I bought a little bit and then forgot about it, you know, until recently, a couple years ago, I rediscovered the fact that Pokemon is a better investment than stocks. So if I have extra money, I want to invest in something, I buy this stuff, Pokemon. So, anyway, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Have a good weekend.